Sorry. Hey, it's number one here. I'm gonna do a song for y'all. I don't have my hat, might as well just wear this, you know? Who really cares?
That's good, you know, this one, where they have like one leg back. Where they're sitting, they're like on the, they're like this.
With one butt.
They got their little, you always see their nails because they're both their phones hella. They're like.
My name is Noah. I am one of the rotational managers over here at Emerald Tattoo and Piercing. Today we're actually in the Elk Grove shop, but most of the time you'll see me over in Modesto, sometimes Roseville and Lodi. I pretty much go everywhere, wherever they need me. I'll even be at our Manteca location, which is the Union Tattoo Shop. And you know, my kind of main thing I do every morning, I get here about an hour before the shop opens, make sure it's nice and clean.
You know, this is a good one to have on a TV show would be Elf. I like Elf.
I mean, he does a lot of drawing and stuff, but
he has a lot of jokes, especially towards you.
He's said a lot of things. But
Alright, let me go see this.
he's said a lot of things, and I've seen a lot of things that I don't want to see.
You did a whole segment on Noah?
For some reason they did.
What the interesting about Noah? So we're just filming whoever, there's a bum around the corner if you guys want
The
to
guy
do
that cleans our windows and we give him dimes and I pay him in batteries for his Walkman. Would be more interesting than Noah. We don't like Noah.
Noah. About as interesting as a cockroach fart. Noah, quit quoting tattoos. How many times we gotta tell you this? Quit booking me touch-ups on the weekend, man. I'm so tired of telling you the same over and over and over. You're not a bad guy. You're just a manager. Noah.
Noah works here and has never ever tipped an artist that has tattooed him or his fiancé in the shop. That speaks volumes about the kind of person Noah is. Noah is the person that's going to use any kind of slang or meme that's 6 months old. So if your mom or any of your grandparents need to learn what's cool on the internet, you can talk to Noah. There's nothing possibly good I could say about Noah.
You obviously love each other so much.
I will have him start covering my days off just so you can spend some time with him, Elf.
No.
Yes. You should work at That's where Noah belongs, so you can tell everyone how lit and wet things are, fam.
One of those.
One of those.
Noah is the epitome. He is the epitome of what black comedians are making fun of when they're making fun of white people. Because you come in and Noah's sitting in here and he's like, "Hey, how you doing, brother?" That's exactly.
Noah comes in, first greeting that you hear from is howdy. First thing. Kind of feel like I'm part of Toy Story sometimes.
Yeah, Noah's been with us for I don't know, maybe 2 years now. It's funny too, because he doesn't have most of the managers after 6 months get their own store, but he's been a rotational since the beginning, so he's like our senior lowest person on the scale. What I will say about him is when it comes to coming in very last minute, like if another manager calls in sick, he's been almost there every single time. So early on, we were like, man, we got to get rid of this kid. He's just a screw up. But then on the other end, it's like, we can't get rid of this kid because anytime anyone ever flakes or is sick or has to call out for whatever reason, he's a guarantee. He'll show up every single time. But that doesn't change the fact that he's a screw up. So we basically use him to keep the shop, from burning down while the other managers aren't there.
If you could text that over to this phone number, and then I can show, Josh is in today, I can show him, but if it's something that might be better for Steve, I'll send a picture to him of what he thinks about it, and then we can book it up for this weekend.
Make sure that all of the artists' books are full. If there's anything that I can get them in, if they have an opening, I'll do that. I just try to make their life as easy as possible, so all they have to worry about is just, tattooing and drawing and everything like that. So it's feeding day for the little guys. For my blue tongue, she pretty much just scarfs this stuff down, which is got a whole bunch of weird things. It's got egg, larvae, squid meal, banana, proteins, rice, things, meals, coconut stuff. And then my bearded dragon, once we go to the surf, I'm gonna get her some hornworms. I got some fruit at home to give her too, so I'm gonna give her some of these guys, and they grab pie really well too. She could use a little treat too, the little blue worms. It's funny because she'll eat them whole, just scarf them down. But my blue tongue, when I give it to her, she shakes it about really violently, and it's kind of funny and kind of weird. Yeah, I think you had messaged us the other day about wanting to get some work done, and I was kind of just checking in and seeing what you were thinking about getting, and when you would maybe like to come in to talk to an artist about it. So this is our little guest book from Bricks and Hops, where everybody could come in and sign in, and they could put their names down and, you know, whatever they want to do. So we had signed Josh, Ryan, Alex, Trevor, Noah, Liz, Haley, and then I put Josh is single and drives a Lexus, and then some lady put you didn't leave his number, and so I left his Instagram handle. And then actually right here, this is 223, so this is about 3 weeks before I asked Liz to marry me, and I put, how do I propose? March 14th we're there, and then it has, Noah and Liz, congrats on getting engaged, March 17th of 2019. It was midway through my junior year when I moved over to Galt High, and I actually met my now fiance Elizabeth, or she goes by Lizzie, I-E, not with a Y. She hates when you spell it with a Y. And it was funny because I had met her before through some mutual friends, but I never really got to know her very well. And one day I was just kind of walking to class and I saw her and I was like, oh, hey, you know, how are you? And we talked a little bit, and we would always have the same route, and so we'd always cross paths. And then one day I was like, hey, you know, I asked her out. We dated for a little bit, and then I was young and stupid, didn't work out, so we separated for a few months, and then we ended up coming back together. And when I was 19 and she was 20, because she's a little bit older than me, we got our first apartment in Lodi. So this was Liz and I's first apartment together. It was in this building right here. There's only like 8 buildings in this entire unit, so everyone was all super close, and my dad lived right upstairs. Our first one was this one right here, right in the front. So we'd have a bunch of drunk people come by all the time, knocking on our window, because we'd have the window open watching a movie. I remember one time we were sitting on the couch, and this girl goes, how much do you pay for rent? She was all f***ed up, and we were so scared we didn't even know what to do. So we just were like, can you leave? I mean, it was cool, a little crazy living downtown. I mean, it was nice being able to walk everywhere, but you know, there would be like vendor fairs going on sometimes or whatever it was, and you couldn't find parking anywhere in your own apartment complex because you had to just find somewhere on the street. But yeah, I mean, it was cheap, it was fun. It was a studio, so it was tight, but it was a cool little place. So anything with the asterisk above it, you'll mark, and you'll see as you work your way down. Once you get to the bottom where it asks for a manager code, just bring it back up to me. So it was the 17th, and it was our anniversary date, and I had the ring and I had it ready. And so my plan was, we're gonna go to this place called Bricks and Hops in Lodi, which is like our favorite little bar spot that we go to. We met a lot of really, really good friends there, and I made a fake menu. So they have a 30 menu list that changes every couple days or whatever, whenever the tap runs out. And so I made a fake beer and put it on the list. So when she would look through the list and see which one she wanted to order, she would see it. And it went right over her head because I gave her the menu, and she immediately goes, oh, I just want the number 1. Like she always gets the same one. And I was like, how about you look at the menu? It's really good. You know, there's some really cool stuff on here. And she goes right up to the bartender and to the owner of the shop, and she goes, I want the number 1. He's like, we added some more stuff that are just like that one. You should really take a look at the menu. So he had my back too. And she reads it, and it has her name on it, and she reads it and goes, "Oh my God, it says Elizabeth," and then runs back up to the bartender, doesn't even read it, and I'm like, "Oh my goodness, just read the thing." And she finally read it and she didn't get it. And she was just like, "Huh, that's kind of a weird name for a beer," because they'll always have little descriptions on them. Read it.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ, you're so stupid. Read it. Read it aloud. Will you? I didn't even know that. Yeah. Other hand. Look. You got the answer. It's a bull St. Patrick's Day minute. Is that? I thought that's what you were talking about. I had the lanterns hung up for you. I made a beer for you. You didn't get any of that?
Yes, we thought it was golden.
That was the plan. And at the end it said, "Will you marry me?" And I had dropped down on one knee and I was behind her with her back towards me, and then everyone kind of like looked at her and she turned around and she saw me there and she was super surprised. But obviously she said yes, and we just recently signed to get our venue, which is going to be in Old Sac at the Underground Arcade / Union Flats area. Still kind of being developed as of right now, but by the time we're there, it'll be all nice and ready to go. But yeah, she is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. She's my, she holds me down, and she's really the only one that can break me as far as if, I need to talk about something. I can always come to her with anything, and she's always there for me and I'm always there for her. And I love her to death, and I can't wait till May 29th of 2021 till we get married. Yeah, you're welcome. You have a great rest of your day, okay? All right, see you soon. Bye. I love all the piercers. I love all the tattooers. I get tattooed by a lot of them. Aaron's done all of the more traditional ones up here. My little pilot girl. And so we got some gaps to fill, and then Jesse did this one right over here. This was my eye that everybody sees. We had to do a little bit of a blast over to get this little frog guy that's still healing on there. And then one of our older artist guy did the koi sleeve with the Daruma. And then I got a bunch of stupid fun stuff on my legs. So I got some stuff from Rick and Morty, I'm all ashy. And a little sloth, Bugs Bunny, Deadpool. I got a shark with a laser beam on his leg. Jared did that one down when he was still working in Manteca before he moved to Modesto. But that's what my legs are for all my fun dumb stuff. And my skinny jeans can't go back down. There we go. And so everyone's dynamic. Each shop is a little bit different. So it's always kind of a toss-up as far as what's going to happen that day. But we all get along really well. A lot of, I'm kind of known as the little slacky cool manager that things let people get away with a little bit more. It's not really like I mean to do that. I'm just a generally nice person, and sometimes you have to have a little bit of a backbone to whip these guys into shape. But everyone respects each other, and you just gotta learn how to play to their vice a little bit. It's definitely, I've definitely changed a lot and shaped things differently, and where I'm at now, they're the things that I do now and I would never have been able to do before. Being able to live on my own comfortably in a nice new apartment and have my own car and be able to go on vacations when I want, and things of that nature, and still be able to spend time with my fiance and my friends is really nice.
Everyone likes to pick on him because there's nobody else to pick on, and he can take the heat. Probably that's why. He can take a joke here and there and not be too insensitive about it. So at the end of the day, and you like him or you don't. But I think the majority of us has Noah grown on us, definitely, that's for sure.
We give him a lot of but he's not really a bad guy. I think there's a lot he needs to learn about managing, but yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good kid. I like to pick on him a lot, and he does irritate the hell out of me. He really does. But
Well, Noah, I hope you liked your episode. I can't think of a better time to let you know we appreciate you, but we're gonna have to let you go. I don't think that there's room for you anymore. Your big head just is having a hard time fitting behind the desks as the week go on. No, but really though, congratulations to you and your fiance. I hope we get an invitation. We wish you the best, and we look forward to keeping you around and doing business with you for a long time. Congratulations to your engagement. Noah, that's all I got.